So to start with, we're going to have a quick look at the bobbin for the patcher. Here we've got the bobbin and the bobbin enclosure. I've got a tweezers here. I don't usually use them, but for the video it might just make life a little easier. So first thing I want to show is just on the bobbin, you can see there's a tiny little slice there. When I got the machine it didn't have that. I actually put that in because it meant that I could thread the thread through there when I'm winding the bobbin, and it seemed to be a little bit easier to sort out. So that's something I sort of stole from a traditional machine. Anyway, so threading the bobbin is a relatively simple process. You can see the bobbin has a hole on the inside. It actually has two, and then on the outside you can see there's a small tensioner set up. I haven't quite worked out in the instructions which one to use when, but I've found the outside one to be the most appropriate for most occasions, so I'm just going with that. So simply put, you just have to get the thread and put it through. In my case I'm putting it through the furthest hole, and I'll just do this through there. And then secondly, I bring it back up through the hole at the top, like so. And once that's done, you can set up the bobbin, so just place it into place. So the tensioner is in here. What you need to do is just make sure that the cotton goes underneath there. So it's a little bit weird to do, but you sort of just press it in, and then once you've done that you can pull up on the string and it's ready to go. So that's the bobbin set up, ready to go into the machine. So this is the patcher itself. I'm actually going to have to stop and start the camera a bit just so I can keep it in full focus. It's already threaded, but I'll quickly run through the threading process. To start off with, the patcher comes with a small screw that sticks out of here, which is how you load on your cotton. In my experience it doesn't work terribly well, so I've purchased one of these, which you can see sitting beside the machine. And you can see there it's got my cotton sitting on it and coming up through to the top. The thread comes across and you can see it going through this section of the machine here. It comes through there. Now there's two tensioners on this machine. I'm not really sure why. You can see that both of them are very loose though. The machine in all of the pictures in the instruction manual only has one tensioner, but I've popped it through two and it actually seems to work better running it through both. So you bring the cotton through and around tensioner 1 and then to tensioner 2 and up. Next we go to the top of the machine, so you can see it coming up through this loop and into this loop. The next step is it goes down through the shank. So you can see the cotton comes all the way from the top, straight down and through the shank, out at the bottom just beside the needle here. Now one thing is that in this section of the shank there seems to be some slightly sharp bits. Now I haven't got in there with a file. I'm sure I could and it would be fine. But the main thing to remember is not to yank on the material or the cotton this way, because it sometimes can cut it and then you've got to go through the whole threading process again. The cotton comes out and then through the needle that way. And then I've just passed it straight through the center of the foot. You can lift the foot up, just behind here there is a small lifter, so we can lift the foot up to put the bobbin in. Here's the bobbin that we prepared earlier, and we're just going to place it into place. And next you can see there's a small hole in there where it allows the thread to sit through, and then we close off the bobbin enclosure. And to bring the thread up we just need to run it clockwise, of course, to run the machine, and you can see it just pulls that string up.